Hey guys, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to evercrisis. I'm going to be going over everything that's the Monster Hunter collaboration, a little bit about the banners, going over the event of the high score challenge at the moment, give you guys a couple of tips and everything, and then I'll have standalone videos, hopefully for the dungeon ranking and the other one, but I doubt it, just because this weekend I will be going out for camping with the family for Father's Day with my father and everything, so I'm going to be gone for a couple of days starting tomorrow. If I don't get any other video out, this is going to be the only one, and then hopefully on Monday I can post another one. Well, let's jump in and talk about what's been going on. We have a couple notices in here. There's also an update that if you guys are doing the training quest, they just added another one, Experience 8, and the free one. So now it's easier to farm experience if you missed that golden bomb event, but also there's an extra 60 total blue crystals there, which is really nice. But that was the newest thing that just happened. Besides that, Monster Hunter was updated. Before we jump into that, I'd like to give you guys a heads up. Don't forget your daily free pull, right? This resets. In the Monster Hunter event, they also reset the daily plus the high score challenge. There was a daily under solo that if you didn't do yesterday, you missed a couple points, but it's okay. Very easy to farm, but you can see I already did mine. 0 out of 1, 0 out of 1. It's just free way to get a bunch of different resources just for 0 stamina, which is nice. But let's start off with what's happening. Monster Hunter update. We got a new quest saying goodbye. The little ending there, if you're a Monster Hunter fan, it's pretty cute, so you guys should check that out. You also get an achievement and title. There's your new dailies, your new wallpaper, right? Pretty freaking cool. I got the first wallpaper just from logins. It looks amazing. His fight is really good. I thought like, oh no, it's just a reskin, but his attacks and his like entire setup is a lot different to make it feel like a different boss, even though you're technically staring at the same boss with the reskin. But there's a bunch of things to do in here. Upgrade the weapon, upgrade materia, more purging if you guys haven't finished that yet. And the dailies here actually want you to defeat Rathalos. And then you can see obtain silver shards of Rathalos. I think I'm saying that name wrong, but yesterday it was a little bit different. I had to like kill the silver one and get a certain amount versus that one. So I was doing the wrong quest by accident. Shop was updated and I did buy the majority of things here. There was another blue crystal box, so we've gotten quite a bit of these. 3 in total. Lottery box 1, 2, and 3, which is really nice. And then we had weapon parts, which really helped for a couple of weapons that I want to upgrade. So if you guys haven't bought these yet, highly recommend it, obviously, because it's completely free. So don't forget about it, but that was updated. Glenn's weapon is currently glitched. A lot of people pointed this out. You see how it costs 100 and I bought 2 of them? If I buy another one, I'm at 347, 400. Boom, still costs 100, went to 247. Buy another one, boom, 147. Buy another one, boom, it's still 100. Where like if you look at Sephiroth's, it's 700 after I bought 3 of them. So there's something up with Glenn's shop thing right now. I don't think they're going to fix it just because so many people have maxed it out. But that's really easy to get a plus 20 off this weapon and you don't have to worry about the farming as much. So I don't think they're going to address it just because it would be way too complicated. So take the freebie and go ahead and do that. Even though like, yeah, you need it for the other things. There's only like 1, 2, and that's it. After that, you don't need them. You can use them here, which honestly, I kind of recommend you guys doing it here instead for the chance of mithril ore. So I, my personally self, didn't want to do that because I already have an OB6. Now I have an OB10 almost. No, I think actually with the quest I did today, I think I'm done. Yeah, but the rest of the shop, solid. Don't forget the weapon parts, crystals, all right, all the new upgraded materia, the mega pods. Get those things first, then go into like night synthesis materia, and then of course the ingot there, the gotcha tickets, and the mithril ore. That's like the most important things to grab from this shop. Besides that, lots of co-op, lots of quests, lots of blue crystals. I know you guys are seeing my blue crystals, not seeing my blue crystals right now. That's because I have a pull video coming up and I don't want to spoil it. I went pretty crazy for both Monster Hunter banners. Kind of insane how many times this crossover events keep getting me. But yeah, a lot of things to do here. This was pretty straightforward on stream. I was helping carry, not help carry, but I was technically one of the carries now. It feels weird being a free-to-play and also a carry. Just because my characters are so strong from day 1 till now. So this was pretty straightforward, really easy to do. Got a team, got together. I will be trying to make a guide on this, but if not, you guys can always join my Discord. A lot of helpful people on there. When I'm live streaming this game, I will help carry people, so will other people in chat. So it's really really good community if you guys need the extra help. But a general idea of this fight is you want to bring someone who's going to raise your magic defense and someone who's going to lower magic attack. And what I ended up doing was just raise my magic defense constantly with my healer, and then red 13 was lowering magic attack. It doesn't have to be red 13. Mine just has a good magic attack down, and then I was using one DPS, which was Cloud. You now have Cloud, Tifa, and Zac as your primary thunder users, and then you've got plenty of water users in this game. So either one works really well for Silver Rathalos, but the first one you still need that thunder, then you can mix it up over here. But the idea is that this guy does a lot of good magic. Sorry, not magic. Yeah, magic. He does a lot of good magic attacks, so you really want to get your magic defense up and lowers magic attack. You can use materia, you can use anyone who has magic attack down from free weapons. It's all up to you. That's all the thing you got to do, and then you slowly DPS them. There is like a fire debuff that he does put on you, so if you have fire resist R ability weapons, that's going to help. Or just get your HP above like 10,000, and you'll never have to worry, honestly. Even with the poison debuff going on, I didn't use poison Esuna, and I did the solo M3 version too. That was here. Got the full clear on that. I can probably just upload my YouTube, or sorry, my Twitch VOD for that. Boston Monster Hunter 1. Again, my team was Aerith, Cloud for Murasami costume, and Red 13, and I cleared the M3 very, I would say, pretty easily. Just because you manage his magic attacks so well, and your magic defense is always up, he does like 2,000 max, which makes a difference. So don't focus so much on DPSing, and focus more on surviving. So try to get a main DPS, a sub DPS that lowers magic attack, and then a full-on healer that raises magic defense. So there's Cloud with his bandage sword. There's Aerith, new Aerith now, really incredible. Matt, you've got a lot of people who can range magic defense. There's also a lot of vent weapons as well. So that's the Monster Hunter collaboration going on. If you guys still haven't, I highly recommend that you do put all your chocobos currently in the new Monster Hunter collaboration. That way you guys are farming that mark, so you get more of those Moogle boxes. More chances of Mithril Ore. If not Mithril Ore, a bunch of upgrades, and it's just free. And if you break the Monster Hunter's monsters gauge with magic, you guys get bonus of those as well sometimes. So that's looking really good. As for the next thing that came out was the EM Bombers of Shinra, and this is pretty interesting. I did make 86 without trying. I know that sounds like a flex, but I'm in 86th place. I guess it doesn't show my setup. It just says 668,000 is the score I got. And as for rewards, I'll explain how this all works, but just to give you a heads up, I've only completed 130. So that was what I got my score off of without trying, just to get my dailies done, because again, this does have dailies. I did the Airbuster here and the Reno one, 0 out of 1. You can see it just gives you an extra 750,000, so you don't have to farm as much. But every time I cleared it, you guys get a total point reward. I've currently farmed 5,452,000, and this thing goes all the way up to 16 million, I believe. And this is just day one of one clearing all of them. So I cleared this one cleared all this, and then did one of each plus one extra daily on each. And that's how much I've gotten so far. So total 5 million already almost done. So kind of crazy how fast that is, but that is total points. And you can just do this quest over and over and over again if you want to, or do the other one as long as you're getting points out of it and whatever's easier for you. Obviously, there's ways to adjust it so you get the best score all the time. Always push for a higher level, because also having a higher level means you get more rewards. And because I made all the way to 130, I ended up getting a lot of the good stuff out of this. And the most important thing to do is 110. And I've shown this in the previous ranking, but I'll tell you guys again how to get that. Basically, you pick whatever boss you are capable of doing. If you're pulling for a lot of thunder stuff right now, you'd go to the Airbuster. And the total of 110, all you gotta do is take away enemies' HP to a certain point. So 700 plus, and do no physical or magic defense up, and keep everything else, because you can raise your defense, you can survive a lot of these attacks if you have a good amount of HP on you, or just your actual defense up from materia, weapons, physical defense, magic defense. But that's a general idea of what you guys want to do. If you want the exact 110, then lower something that's giving you trouble, right? Come over here, be like, oh, I don't like that the enemy's attack is so strong, so lower it again. But I ended up doing Airbuster, and he had no attack up, and if he did, I'm pretty sure I used Red 13 to like finish that off with his limit break. Matt has one as well, I believe, that takes away the actual buffs. So very straightforward. Don't put HP all the way to max, and don't put any defense, and you guys should be able to clear this. And if you're doing Reno because you have a good ice setup, then do the same thing for Reno and do everything except for HP and defense, just that one tier. Same idea, right? I haven't done this, I guess, today, so it's going to tell me to redo it. Actually, I don't think I did the first clear of that one. I think I only did Reno's daily twice, and that's how many points I got so far. So this is pretty good. 87th place. All I'm really aiming for is the ranking rewards of top 500, or, well, I would say top 500 just for the gold synthesis materia, but it's not necessary. Top 1500, 10 gacha tickets, right? 15. Getting up here in top 100 is not really my priority. 5 extra of these, a banner, and 5 gacha tickets. These can all be just purples. The blues would be the single ones of the regular. So it's not really worth it to spend so much just to get 5 extra synthesis, because that could be just a 3-star materia, since golds don't really help you in getting more than 3-star. If there's a way to get guaranteed 4-star materia with gold synthesis, these would be way more valuable. But because no matter what synthesis material you use to make a materia, it's always 3 stars. It gives these no value, honestly. There's only the value of that you need the golds for certain materials in order to get a guaranteed 3-star, because the purple mats and the blue mats aren't good enough. But gacha ticket wise, again, it's all RNG. These guys up here can make 1st to 10th place, pull these 20 tickets, and get all regular purples and no golds. Right? The whole thing is the cool new banner off of it. So that is currently what's happening for the 2 new events. But just to drop a couple of things here and there, co-op is ending. Don't forget, if you haven't first cleared any of these, right? Genova, Mad Anchor, Blue Dragon, Leviathan farming, or the Leviathan EX. I've helped carry people with this, both with Red 13 and being a DPS with Cloud. Really hard. But if you guys need last minute, check the Discord. But everything's ending in 4 hours. And don't forget, if you haven't exchanged in the shop yet, there's a bunch of stuff here weekly. So make sure you guys don't miss out on that. And of course, the free draw like I talked about before. And a quick touch up on this banner once again. Aerith, there's multiple reasons to get just one copy of this. And another thing I want to mention, because a lot of people ask about physical attack and why I really like it. One, your characters that are DPSs don't have to reapply their physical attack buff, especially when we hit enemies who are constantly debuffing our physical attack. And we see that in Tower a lot. Now, wait till events come out, or just a regular boss that we're going to see all the time, constantly lowering our physical attack, and our DPS are constantly rebuffing themselves just to get that buff back. It's going to be pretty annoying to just do damage. Or those clutch moments where you have to break the gauge, like on Leviathan, or the wind one we just did, where you had to break the wind gauge, but you have no time to buff with your DPS. So someone else buffing your DPS and them just straight attacking makes a big difference. Not just for the first turn, but as the fight goes on, if the enemy does lower your attack, it helps a ton. And the fact that it has buff duration built into it with survivability, it's not that it's physical attack and magic defense, it's that the R abilities are perfect and material slots are perfect, right? When you put this in a total package, you're raising magic defense for the entire party, which is always valuable. But these R abilities scream any setup. She will always have longevity, especially with that costume. So that's why I value this Aerith so much. It's not just that, oh, it raises physical attack. That doesn't matter because other characters raise physical attack. That's a waste of time. No, it raises magic defense up to high. It gives HP for survivability for those hard fights. And it has buff duration going up to triple the amount of time that a buff would stay on, meaning that she can just focus on healing and nothing else. And she just gets better and better and better. the more weapons she has. Since this weapon also heals, you can put whatever you want in the second slot. Like I said, she's one of the only healers that has a wind resist down. What if she starts getting more resist down? Now she has this huge buff duration because the dress gives a unique one, right? And then, of course, Tifa is very powerful in this as well. Just an OB1 Tifa is already stronger than an OB6 Murasami. Cloud, right, at fully max out, having itself a regular buff is not the greatest, but it's still extra. So there's nothing wrong with this banner. My polar skip video, I really gave all the great information for this. And I do really recommend that people get one copy of Aerith's weapon. Because for those situations where your team's constantly getting debuffed, she can just rebuff them while putting magic defense up, and it just costs almost nothing. It's 4 ATB, right? Double effect, 4 ATB, and her R abilities of HP survivability, plus that buff duration up is just so strong. So it is something you can skip though. It is definitely something you guys can skip, so I wouldn't really worry about it. It's up to you. You can skip all of this, and it's not going to make a difference, especially if you have map build. But I kind of want to throw that in there because there was a lot of questions asking, like, why do I care about physical attack up so much? Same reason you care about any kind of buff in any RPG game, turn-based game. It just makes everything faster to kill and a lot easier. Is it necessary in this game? Not really. But it does future-proof you for many situations of the enemy debuffing you constantly. So there is that. Besides that, hopefully I covered everything. I hope you guys have a great weekend. If I don't see you after this video, I will be trying to live stream tonight over at Twitch if you want to catch me for any questions. But most likely you won't see me till Monday, because today might be a day off as well too. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell you later.